Good.
All right, hey, all you not normals. We got Ben Richardson, founder of Not Normal. We're ready for another episode today. And what I wanted to talk about today was I've been seeing a lot of comments and posts about people who are really having a tough time. They're not quite making it. And there's lots of factors. But when I'm watching some of these people posting, they're quite emotional. They look like they're intelligent people working hard, and it's just the ends aren't meeting. It's just not working anymore.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I feel really bad for them. And I'm thinking, why are they there and what's happening? And are there lessons for us, like the not normals and the young people who are coming up?
Yeah.
It's really important to see what's going on so you can navigate the situation properly. I have a little diagram I want to share with you. Okay. This is two lands and a bridge. Okay.
Okay.
And this is showing what's going on here. We have lower class, upper class, and the middle.
Okay.
And for so long, at least since after World War II, the United States has had a very strong middle class of people who could work and provide for themselves and their children, and the mom could stay at home and the dad could work and they could provide. They could make it work. It wasn't G-Wagons and planes, but there's some dynamics that are happening that's causing this situation to change a lot. And the cool thing about the concept of America is this class mobility. Like you can go start low and in your own generation, yourself, go from low to upper class.
Yeah.
That's a unique concept. It's not so possible in other regions and structures.
Like India or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in Europe, it's a different mentality. It's much harder to go change classes. So next slide. Some dynamics are happening. Something structurally changing that is causing the middle not be stable and they're sliding to either class. Do you see that happening? Or do you sense that at all? And maybe I'm not explained it yet, so that's okay.
No, I mean, I understand the principle, but I'm only 20 years old. I don't have a ton of reference.
Okay, great.
What I see is what I know.
But you've seen people saying they're not making it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so what they're saying is they're one of these green circles and they're sliding downward toward the lower class. They're not able to stay where they are. That's really not working. But some people are on the other side and it's starting to get better and better.
Okay, I've seen this. Yeah.
So what's happening? And why do people feel so out of control?
Why is it?
I'll go into this next, but any ideas?
We've talked about personally, like owning assets and how inflation is kind of beneficial when you own assets. At least maybe not purchasing power, but your dollar value increases when inflation happens if you have assets.
Okay.
And the opposite happens if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the drawbridge and two main levers. One is taxes are going up and inflation is going up, which means cost of living is more. And that means you have less money to work with, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about taxes in a previous episode that made it, very difficult for, well, if you have less to work with, then you have less to work with. That's one thing. And then also most people are feeling this cost of living going up. So their dollars are worth less. But if you have assets and other things structured, then it actually can be worked towards your benefit. But there's less and less people in the middle. And you see this in other underdeveloped countries where you have an upper class, small upper class, and a big lower class, not much in the middle. And that creates instability.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. This is kind of like what determines if you're making that jump or not. On the left side, you're just trading your time for money.
Yeah.
And your time for money rate or wage is not changing, but your costs are going up. And you have debt, like credit card debt.
Okay.
And you're buying doodads, like this dude with the car that he's renting and a plane that he's renting. Okay, so that's not helping him. And then on the other side, you have high value skills or businesses where you're solving problems and you've decoupled your earning power from your time.
Okay. That's an important distinction.
Yeah, because even high income earning people, if they earn enough, it's still okay. But even if you're like, 100, 200, but you have a family and your costs are going up, you're feeling it. It's just getting squeezed. So decoupling your time from your earning is a super big deal.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to do with the software and other projects that we've talked about is exactly that. Video editing, on the other hand, is more directly tied to your time. And that's fine. That's fine because it's opening a lot of doors for you and you're making money.
Yeah.
But it's just good to know which one it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this other side here. People have income producing debt, or debt that produces income. So like commercial property or rentals, or even debt for business. Like it's not a lot of people get in trouble with it, but it does work, and it helps you leverage an opportunity and for less cash, and you can produce more.
Yeah.
And then having assets like that are benefit from inflation, like gold, Bitcoin, real estate, stocks, it's all assets. And these guys on the left side have doodads like motorcycles and kind of fancy cars that are beyond their means. It's not helping them at all. Yeah. So what are you hearing there? Or what are you seeing and hearing?
Well, that bridge illustration makes it feel urgent that you end up on the right side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed that if you're going to do that, you need to do it via separating your time from your earnings.
Right.
And you can do that via assets that are income producing.
Yeah,
or income producing debt.
Or creating value like a product or a service that you can kind of leverage out and turn it into a product.
Yeah.
Or hire people to deliver your product even.
Yeah. And if you'd like to find yourself on the other side of that bridge for some reason, you should just send your money to go die in liabilities.
Yeah. So with that structure in mind and your businesses in mind, this is Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's previous business partner. You know, he was 90 something when he just passed. Very, very well studied. And listen to the big picture of what he's saying, okay?
All right.
Serious subject. You can argue it's the way democracies die. So it's a huge danger once you've got a populace that learns it can vote itself money. If you look at the Roman Republic, they inflated the currency steadily for hundreds of years, and eventually the whole damn Roman Empire collapsed. So it's the biggest long-run danger we have, probably, apart from nuclear war. The safe assumption for an investor is that over the next 100 years, the currency is going to zero. That's my working hypothesis. Inflation is a very serious subject.
That's a smart man saying the currency will go to zero in the next century.
Yeah, so that's his working assumption. Was that is what would happen? So that's the trend.
Yeah.
That means the drawbridge is going to continue to raise.
Yeah.
So it's that those slopes are slipperier and slipperier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the rug's been pulled, and now it's the program that had worked for 3.5 generations at least is not working anymore, especially the last couple of years. And I think it's going to get more exaggerated and accelerated. So that's why we focus on value creation, seeing opportunities, solving problems, communicating, marketing and selling, and working with mentors and peers of that same mindset. And that's what I want to share with the young people to help them kind of set their mind right and get the right people around them to help them make these moves. And even if they want to be a dance teacher, maybe do it the right way so that they can still survive and thrive. All right. That's what we got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it was, diagram was pretty good, right? Like pretty simple.
That was a great visual. Yeah.
Yeah. So
visual representation of what's going on.
We'll put that as a cover slide or something maybe.
Okay.
And we'll use that again because I think it's really useful, and it shows that it's changing, and it makes people realize that it can't do things that the way they used to do it, the old rules.
Yeah.
So, all right, Walker. Thanks again. Appreciate the update. That was really cool. Can't wait to show everybody what you're actually up to. That'll happen soon enough. So,
Will do.
All right, guys. See you on the inside. Make sure you like, subscribe, grab a free magazine, and join the world not normal.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you next time.
See ya.